channel. If you're new here, my name's Hermione and I'm currently undergoing a massive restoration project to restore this old crumbly Victorian fixer-upper. In today's video, I'm sharing with you guys something I'm really excited about. I am going to be doing some organisation in the new house. So I obviously need to organise or set up some organisation systems before moving all my clothes and accessories into the house, because let's face it, it's going to end up in a heap otherwise, a big old pile, and the pile's just going to grow and it's going to be a nightmare. So I am going to go ahead and make loads of DIYs for this space and also share with you other organisation systems that I'm implementing in the drawers and wardrobe and things to keep things nice and tidy. Because today I'm talking about organisation for clothing, jewellery, accessories, etc., I thought this would transition very well into talking about today's sponsor for this video, who I'm really excited to partner with, and that's 21 Buttons. So 21 Buttons is a fashion app, and it's really interesting because you can use it to upload your looks and your outfits of the day, but you can also use it to get inspiration from others. So you can scroll through your feed and find loads of different styling inspiration from people that you follow. There's a lot of social media influencers on there who post like exclusive pictures, which is really nice. But that's what I like to use it for. I like to scroll and find inspiration because sometimes I don't really know, what's trendy. I don't know where to look for it. So it's really interesting for that. Otherwise, I end up wearing paint-covered leggings every day, so that's why it helps me. They've got a couple of really interesting features as well to help you kind of curate your style choices. So they have the wardrobe feature, which you can use to kind of collect inspiration, but they also have the combine feature, which is cool because you can see how to style one piece in different ways. I'm gonna leave a link to the app in the description below. I highly recommend you check it out. It's really fun. My profile is Hermione Chantal. If you want to go follow me, please do. And thank you so much to 21 Buttons for partnering with me on this video. It's content like this that helps keep my channel going. So without further ado, now that I know what to wear, I need to know how I'm going to organise it. So let's jump into the video.
First things first, with this DIY organisation, I wanted to figure out how I could display my jewellery but still not let it get tangled. So I came up with this, and it's very simple to make. For the base of this project, I'm using one of these really large wooden beads that I picked up in Flying Tiger, but you can probably find these in most good craft stores. And I'm also using a dowel that fits really snugly inside the hole of the bead. You might want to take the bead to your local hardware store to see if they fit, but I just happen to have this lying around. So what I did was I cut it to the sizes I wanted, snapped it in half, and I repeated this step on another piece of dowel to create two. Once I was done, I just slid that into the bead and used a little dash of hot glue very sparingly to secure the bead onto the dowel. And like I said, I just repeated this one more time to create another one. When threading the bead on, I made sure that they were both aligned perfectly before gluing it into place so that they were symmetrical. And then I just used my glue gun to secure all the little gaps and holes. All that's left to do is hang them on the wall, and I decided to use picture hanging strips to do this. I used the extra strong kind because I didn't want them falling down, as they could get quite heavy with the jewellery. I just placed these on the back of the bead, pulled the tab off, and then made sure to very securely place them on the wall. You could do this with picture hanging strips, or you could even put some kind of photo frame fastener on the back if you feel that you're going to be hanging very heavy jewellery on these. All that's left to do is add your jewellery, and pretty much anything will fit to these. Hoop earrings, bracelets, rings, you name it, you can store it on these. And this is how mine turned out. They're a really effective way to store things but also have them look really cute on display. Up next is accessory storage, and I have a few too many accessories. Most of them are going to be stored in boxes, but I want a few on display. So I decided to create something to display my ever-growing collection of sunglasses. This one's also very easy to make. For this, you'll need a photo frame. I'm using a record photo frame. It's 12 by 12 and it perfectly fits a piece of scrapbook paper in it. So I'm just placing a piece of scrapbook paper that I bought online into the frame and closing it back up. It's so simple. You could use wrapping paper or anything that you can find that you want to decorate this frame with. Next up, I'm just using some wire and then draping the wire over the frame, pulling it tightly and then wrapping it around the back. I did use washi tape to secure the wire and this was okay, but I actually think now I would recommend using hot glue or some kind of super glue to really get a firm hold, because one of my washi tapes started peeling at the back and I was not about that. Anyway, I repeated this step another time, placing the wire quite close to the top, making sure that there was enough space on both of the wires to hang my glasses and sunglasses from. This is how the finished piece looked, and all that's left is to display it on top of my dresser. You could also hang this on the wall and then just add some sunglasses and other types of glasses. This is just a really fun way to display your summer sunglasses as seasonal decor. You might just want to use this in the summer or all year round if you're lucky enough to have really nice weather all year round. Anyway, moving on, some more accessory storage is this cute little rope basket that I made. I'm not sure what I'm going to store in it yet, but let me show you how I made it. You'll need some rope, a hot glue gun, and you'll also need some scissors. That's all there is to it. So I started by hot gluing about a 2-inch piece at the end of my rope and folding that over on itself. The longer you make this, the longer your basket will become. If you want to make this a circular basket, just start wrapping it in a circle. So then all I did was continue gluing and wrapping. I've done similar things to this in the past, but this is more of a kind of oval shaped piece. It's more of a tray than a basket. I know there's a big difference going on there, but I love making these. Anyway, keep wrapping until you get to your desired kind of shape, and then you're going to want to start gluing your rope upwards to create the edges of the tray so nothing falls out. To do this, just place your rope on the outer edge at the top and then start creating a swirl that goes around the outer edge. I did about 3 layers of the rope, but you can make this as big or small as you'd like. To finish off the tray, I'm just adding 2 handles which I cut out of, once again, rope, you guessed it, and I'm just adding these with a hot glue gun and making sure that they're really nice and secure. And that's literally all there is to it. You've got a really sweet little coastal inspired basket that you can store anything that you'd like in. I'm sure I'll find something to store in it, but for the moment it's just living on this shelf with a candle in until I move over all of my accessories and other things. And lastly, I have a few things that kind of count as the other category of organization. These are a few things that I've either bought or DIY'd to help my bedroom stay tidy. So the first thing is this basket from IKEA, and I'm going to be using this to store my pillows in. I have loads of cushions and throw pillows on my bed and they kind of just end up on the floor, and I don't want to be doing that in the new house, so I decided to use this basket to store them all in. It's not a DIY, I just thought I would show you how I'm organizing my room. And also, this is kind of organization related, I guess. It solves a problem. The curtains in the bedroom are very thick and they kind of just hang and block out a lot of the light. So I decided to make some curtain tie backs for them and just show you guys how I made them, because they were really simple and I think they look really nice with the colors of the room. To make these, I'm using a length of faux suede cord and just cutting it to size, making sure that it will fit around my curtains. I created a loop at the top that was about 1 inch long and used a hot glue gun to glue this into place. Once that was done, I threaded on some of my wooden beads. Once again, these wooden beads are all from Flying Tiger, and you can probably pick up these in any good craft store or on Amazon. So what I'm doing is I'm creating a pattern. I used 7 small beads, then a larger bead, then 2 small beads, a larger bead, another 2 small beads, a large bead, and then 7 small ones. This way I had 3 big ones in the middle and then a string of smaller ones at the end. To close this up, I just created another loop and glued it in place so that it wasn't going to go anywhere, and that's literally it. I repeated this process another time to create another curtain tie back, and then all there was left to do was screw 2 hooks into the window frame to add the tie backs onto, and this is just how I'm tying them, just wrapping them around and then putting the loop on the hook. It's as simple as that, and it was such an easy solution. It might not be super organizational, but it's problem solving. So I guess this is organization and problem solving DIYs for the new room. This is how they turned out. I'm super pleased with them. I really love that kind of natural wood that seems to be really trendy at the moment.
So that's everything I have to share with you guys in today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it inspired you to maybe go ahead and find some organisation systems that work for you in your room or your home and get creative, make some DIYs. Thank you again to 21 Buttons for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and with that being said, I'll see you next time. Have a great week. Bye.